Welcome. What we are about to experience is a guided meditation for life transitions. Please settle into a position of comfort to you, be it seated, reclined, or lying down. And I invite you to close your eyes, or if you choose to keep your eyes open, to just lower your gaze softly. Feel the weight of your body on whatever you're seated, reclined, or lying on. Just feel into it. Sense where your body makes contact with wherever you are. And now, let's just tune into our breath. Let it come to you naturally. Feel the rise and fall of your breath, wherever it might be in your body. Sink into it. Breathe. Just let your breath come to you. And now, I invite you to open your heart into this conversation we are about to have. With me, a mommy just like you. With me, a mommy talking about the life transitions that come with being a mom just like you. As moms, transitions seem to be our constant. When we learned we were pregnant with a life growing inside of us, when we learned we would have to give up sleep to being awakened 24/7 to feed our little ones, when we had to scale back our professional ambitions or commitment to tend to our children, when we had to return back to work after a hiatus with our little ones at home, when our children started their first ever day of school, naturally committing us to an endless series of school events, performances, meetings, after-school activities, sports competitions, and perhaps the carpooling that comes with all these activities. Or when our children start a new school year, having us recalibrate yet again our schedules, perhaps even dropping other commitments just so we can suit our children's needs. Because, well, when we all want our children to settle in well, make friends, feel safe and happy. Oh, transitions that we experience as moms. And some other transitions, like when our children become teens, leading us into the unknown, but certainly volatile at times, terrains of the adolescence. Or when our children start prepping for college applications, sending our heads into multiple directions while we have to act like we know what we are doing to help them, when really we lack even the slightest clue. And this transition, when we send our children off to college, bidding them farewell, knowing very well that this farewell isn't anything like the ones we had when they went away for sleepovers, school trips, or summer camps. Wow, transitions. All these transitions, and probably a lot more that I didn't name here, that does come with being a woman, that come with being a mom whose heart beats for not just ourselves, but for our children too. Wow, transitions. Take a deep breath. Just a few more times. Take a few more deep breaths. In through your nose, out of your nose or your mouth, whichever you prefer. Now, I invite you to bring to mind a transition that you are anticipating, or just began, or are undergoing. You might be going through many transitions. Many of us mommies are. You are not alone. But I want you to just bring to mind and focus on one transition that has been taking up the most space in your mind at this moment or recently. With this transition brought to your focus for this meditation, I invite you to do this. Just tune into your breath. See where in the body does your breath land as you inhale and exhale. How is the rhythm of your breath? Whatever the rhythm of your breath is, wherever your breath is landing, just be gentle with what is showing up for you. Don't judge yourself. Your breath is just telling you to turn into your being, to tune into your being at this moment. Because you are important too. You are as important as this transition, as the people in your transition that you are tending to endlessly. Now I invite you to tune into your feelings about this particular transition. Is it excitement? Maybe joy? Maybe proud? Relief? Sadness? Anxieties? Worries? Grief? What comes up for you? It's okay if you can put specific labels to them. Just tune into them. You are allowed to have both positive and challenging feelings. This is very normal. For us humans, this is very normal. To experience multiple feelings, both positive and challenging ones simultaneously. We humans are complex like that because, after all, we're not merely an ant, but actually we are a very evolved being with an extremely evolved central nervous system. Now, I invite you to become like a curious, caring explorer and go inside your body. Get in there. And with this transition that you have brought into focus for our meditation, travel through your body from top to bottom, from head to toe, and look closely, really closely inside yourself. Where in your body do you have your current feelings residing? Head, shoulders, heart, lungs, stomach, hips, knees, anywhere else? And if you can and want, try to see what those feelings look like in terms of color, shape, and texture. And to probe a little further if you want, try to feel how those feelings weigh on the body parts that they reside in. Wow, what an exploration that was of being, of feeling, of really what we in mindfulness practice often call holding a compassionate space for ourselves. You might be feeling, wow, this is a lot. And it is okay to admit that this is a lot. That this might even be more than you can handle at this moment. It is okay. Yes, you are a mom. Yes, you are a caretaker. Yes, you are strong, or you're trying to be strong at least. But yes, you can also be at the brink of tears. From screaming loudly, slamming your door, or maybe even just retreat in a far, far away land. Whatever it may be, to just release that tightness that you have been entangled in. And now, you just want to create some space for yourself. And that is okay. So, I invite you to create this space. Give yourself permission to create this space. Bring your hands to the body parts where your emotions for this transition are residing. And just for this moment, use your hands to sweep those clutter motions to the side. And now, feel that cleared up space there. And visualize a jar filled with a sacred, warm, loving light with a color of your choice, created just for you. And pour this light from this jar into that space. Gently feel yourself bathing in this comfort of the loving light. And as we close this meditation, I invite you to consider promising yourself this. I will come back to check in with myself, my breath, my feelings, my body sensations. I will continue to nourish and return to my space of kindness, patience, and care for myself as I go through this transition. You don't need to know exactly what this kindness and patience and care will look like now, but just promise yourself that you will nourish and return to this space time and time again whenever you need it, even if it is just for a few minutes, or perhaps even just a few minutes here and there throughout your day. Please have faith that you are very capable of creating the space for yourself. Transitions come with many uncontrollable factors, but this space we can always create and change even according to our preferences. We can come back to this space and seek comfort and assurance from. Take care of yourself, mommy. Remember, you are really doing the best you can at this moment.